there, I'm back finally, and today I wanted to share with you the top 3 books that have had the most influence on me this past year. Alright, so the first book that I want to share with you is Joseph Campbell's The Hero with a Thousand Faces. And I did a whole episode of Beauty and the Bibliophile on this book. If you want to see it, I will link it below, where I go through the ideas of universal archetypes and how they influence us individually and as a society as a whole. The idea of the cosmogonic cycle had the most mind-blowing effect on me. The idea, if I understand correctly, is that there's this universal collective that holds certain ideas, certain types of archetypes, and that those ideas are filtered and manifested through us, and that our dreams are this universal mind or this cosmogonic cycle working through us. And so it's very important that we pay attention to our dreams. And I have been lately, and there's been some very insightful things going on in here. This year I'm probably going to be reading more into those ideas. Okay, my second favorite book and most influential on me was The Princess and the Goblin. This is by George MacDonald. I forget what year this was written. I want to say, it's like mid-late 1800s. But it's a fairy tale about a princess, and there's this idea running through it that there is an invisible thread that guides the princess to her ultimate destiny, and that we have to have faith in that thread, and that it's this subtle thing that you can't really grasp mentally or see, but you just feel it when it's there. And so I've been telling myself this past year that, even if you don't know where things are leading in your life, that's okay. Just follow the thread. Have faith and follow where life is taking you. Okay, now the third most influential book, of course, I don't have it with me. I left it at the office, but I'll put a picture of it up right here. And that is Jordan Peterson's latest book, We Who Wrestle with God. And it was amazing. It takes you through all the major stories of the Old Testament in the Bible. And it talks how in each one of these stories, God is presenting himself to the character in the story in a different way. And that way is usually, it is tailored to what that character needs in the moment. So everyone, depending on what they're going through in their life, is gonna perceive God in a different way. And I also really enjoyed it because it talks about what is God and what is belief? And it just really helped me see the Bible in a new way, in a way that, I was not raised to look at it. I was raised in a very religious household, and because the household was very strict and used the Bible as an authority figure, when I got older, I, of course, rebelled against that. So this book, though, put things in a whole new perspective, and it's really, really helped me. And if I talk about it too much, I'm going to get emotional. And I have to go to work here pretty soon, and I don't want to get all red-faced right before I go into work. But this book, We Who Wrestle with God, it's everything I look for in a book. Like when you're going through it and you're just having like epiphany after epiphany, it's just like, it's like a freaking roller coaster. And it felt like, have you seen the movie The Never Ending Story? And he's towards the end, it's just like craziness and the wind is blowing. He's the fantasy land that he's going back and forth between, and the book that he's reading is just like crumbling down. And at the end, he's like riding the dragon, and he's just like, yeah. That's what it felt like to read this book. It felt like flying, and you could feel a lot of the egoic ideas inside your own mind breaking apart all around you, and it was awesome. So anyway, yeah, that's my top 3 books for 2024. I'm very excited for some of the books I'm going to be reading this year. Definitely want to get into some Carl Jung, and I have like a stack of books that I want to get through this year, but we'll see what we can do. So yeah, if you like this video, if you want to talk more about some books, you can also follow me on my X, which is Leia Page Reads. Over on my X, you will also see the book reviews and things that I do professionally, not just here on YouTube. This is my hobby. So anyway, if you're interested in any of that, find me on X. You can also like this video, subscribe, and do all the things. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, so we're gonna start from the most impact, the most influential on me. No, that's not right. Lexi, what is she doing?